Well, here we are out in the country, and I'm talking to myself. A lot of things go through your head when you're away from the insanity and the hustle bustle and rudeness of the cities and people. You can breathe easy and realize what you've lost. Usually your soul when it comes to the cities and the environments nowadays, with people that don't have any business being in charge are telling us what to do. And then when the right people get in charge, like now, the people that have been so used to being lied to, that can't comprehend the truth after decades of lies from one other party, it's pitiful. And it's going to take a lot of work to get those people to snap out of it and see where they were screwed so many years by another party that had no interest whatsoever in them except for their vote, their money, and the greed they got from, well, keeping those people in line voting for them. Yeah, I've seen this happen. I've seen it coming over 70 years. And every generation thinks they're the master race. They think they got all the answers because they know everything by the time they get out of high school or college, 25 years of life, a quarter of a century, and they think they're the smartest people on earth. Well, that's pathetic. We need a better educational system. Not the Democrat one we have that's been dumbed down to the lowest common denominator so little Johnny doesn't get his feelings hurt and his mommy is so proud of him. I tell you, things have gotten so damn pathetic since I was in school. But that's what we have when we just let idiots run the place. So, yeah, I'm talking to myself. I'm talking out loud because I'm out here in nature, in the fields. Oh, and I got my girls with me too. What? They're loving it out here. Ember's just mesmerized by all the swallows and birds flying all over the place, right across the newly cut mowed hay, trying to catch critters, little bugs and stuff. And Spirit here, she just wants to roam through the fields and play. So, yep. Oh, man, now that I'm retired, I could live out here with no problem. Go into town once a month, get my groceries, and come back out here and just lay in the freshly cut field and look up at the stars at night, listen to the crickets and the frogs, and just become part of nature again. Oh well, but that's me dreaming. It's just so damn pleasant out here in the country. Tepid, light wind. You can hear the birds, the river slightly way off in the distance. Oh, I dreamed of living like this since I was 12 years old. It's going to buy me 5 acres, have a horse, dogs. Hopefully I would have liked to have married a woman that had the pioneer spirit, maybe raised in 4-H or something like that, and could handle running a small ranch or a small little farm and garden and just being self-servants, and didn't need all this damn crap in modern society. Could live outside of it and be totally happy in nature. And I never found that. Never did. But anyway, I had designed a beautiful small A-frame style ranch house I was going to build on my property. Knew exactly where I was going to put it. where the gardens were going to be, where the chicken coop and stall and barn was going to be. I had it all mapped out, just beautiful, and with room to roam and breathe. And it never happened. I didn't have parents that were really mentors. They just said, "Yeah, kid, you can do anything you want. Go ahead." And that was it, you know. And I just didn't grow up with people that mentored me or pointed me in the direction to achieve my dreams. And I was kind of wanting to learn about everything. So I really didn't have any point of concentration. I just had a dream, and I never had anyone sit me down and say, "Okay, this is exactly what you need to do to achieve that dream later in life." So, yeah, I just wonder, in another reality, what my life would have been like if I had a different mother or a different father, or had people that understood my younger abilities rather than just shun them and say, well, they don't fit into our box of what we expect in education. But I'm trying to make the best of it these last 10, 20 years of my life. Hopefully, you know, who knows? Maybe I'll sell my little shack and buy a plot of land, build an A-frame cabin, and say to hell with it. I'm happy. I'm out in the country, in nature, away from the insanity of the cities, the traffic, the assholes that think they're so damn smart, you know. Oh well. I'm making the best I can of my life at this stage. But I look back on everything I've done. And I've done a hell of a lot because I didn't stay in one profession really, really long. You know, I worked for the National Marine Fisheries, the Washington State Department of Fisheries, the College of Fisheries at UW. I was a foreign observer on a Japanese trawler in the Gulf of Alaska for several months, and joined the submarine service, sailed on submarines for a while, and saw the East, and was in a culinary school, learned how to be a cook, and cooked at restaurants in Seattle, like Ivor's Captain's Table a long time ago. Was a cook in a Mexican restaurant of all places in Aspen, Colorado. Drove truck in Missoula, Montana. Trained and showed Irish setters in obedience and confirmation trials, AKC. Oh gosh, you know, I was kind of like just a floater, I guess. I wanted to learn this, then I wanted to learn that. Finally got a house, thanks to the GI Bill, and I did all my landscaping, cement work, formation, concrete forms, all that stuff. Got books, read them, learned how to do it, and yeah, I got to be where people were coming to me to ask for advice. But oh, the girls are playing again. But yeah, as much as I wish, or I'm curious to know what it would have been different in my life, I'm amazed I've done so damn much. Yeah, it would have been nice to have one job steady for 40, 50 years and a big fat retirement check and pension and Social Security, and then you can go off and do whatever you want. But I think because of my life, I've got a very wide, pretty inclusive idea of the world over the last 70 years and how it's changed. But yeah, I just have to laugh at all these people complaining and crying about how terrible things are now. Yeah, it's pathetic. And I don't mind saying I've got a manila envelope, one of them big ones, you know, you can put a spiral binder in, packed full of congratulations, awards, accolades of all the places I've worked for excellence in my job, whatever it was, because I was raised with a strong work ethic, you know, and I've got awards, citations from the military, commercial jobs, private jobs, every kind of job title, position that covers things. I've got collections of them. You know, when I worked in the trucking company firm, you know, I started as a dock worker, and in 6 months I was in management because I kept improving their records, improving their record forms and stuff that was more accurate and gave them more information. And I actually had companies trying to get me from one company to their company. But nowadays none of that matters, you know. They're just giving stuff away. It's insane. You don't have to earn shit anymore. You don't want to put qualifications out there. You don't want to have standards. Well, then you're screwed. And you deserve what you get if you don't want the best because you're too cheap or too stupid. Yeah, that's just insane. Thank God I'm not competing in the world today. We just got too many damn idiots out there in charge of things. That's my opinion. So don't get pissed. It's reality. You guys out there, take care and be safe. It's not a sane world anymore. Bye-bye.